Last class we have been discussing about amplitude modulation. Now today we'll start with the frequency modulation. In frequency modulation, the parameter we are modulating is the frequency. So this is our signal, audio signal. This is our carrier wave. So the frequency of the carrier wave is allowed to change according to the signal. Frequency modulation means you are modulating or changing the frequency of the carrier wave in accordance with the signal. So you can see here, this is the signal amplitude is maximum here. So when the signal amplitude is maximum, the frequency, the number of waves you can say it is maximum over here. Here the amplitude is minimum. The waves have widened out, the frequency is less. So this change in amplitude is incorporated as the change in frequency. You understand? You have the signal, this is the carrier wave. The frequency of the carrier wave is modified according to the amplitude of the signal. Here the amplitude of the signal is high, the frequency is high. Here the amplitude of the signal is minimum, the frequency is minimum. Again, so on. So whatever changes in amplitude of the signal is taking place, you can understand or decode it from the frequency variations of the FM. Now, the frequency deviation, it depends upon the amplitude of the signal we have discussed. The frequency of the carrier wave is called the center frequency. Center frequency is the frequency of the carrier wave Fc. So you will be having frequencies greater than as well as less than the center frequency when you have incorporated this. Because when this amplitude is coming in, the frequency becomes greater than the center frequency, and here the frequency becomes less because the amplitude is minimum. So frequency changes incorporated over here. So in effect you will be having in the modulated wave, this is the frequency modulated wave, you will be having frequencies which are greater than central frequency and less than center frequency. Some of the advantages of using frequency modulation is it has got a noiseless reception. While explaining about amplitude modulation, we said that the reception is very noisy because the electromagnetic noise is produced by human and nature. It will be changing the amplitude. Whereas here the frequency is high, it will not affect. Then the operating range of the FM is large. For a greater range of frequencies you can operate. Then the quality of sound is also very good. You listen to FM radio, you know it quite well that FM radio is very clear. So that is because of the high fidelity. Then high transmission efficiency. Here the transmission efficiency is much high compared to the amplitude modulated wave. Now let us discuss the theory of how this frequency modulation is taking place. In the case of amplitude modulation, we have discussed the theory, we have taken the expression for the voltage of the carrier wave, and we have seen how the amplitude of the carrier wave is changing in the case of amplitude modulated wave. Here we are taking the very same carrier wave, but here what is being modified will be the frequency part. Theory of FM. The amplitude part is kept constant. You are not changing the amplitude part of the carrier wave. We are changing the frequency part only. The modulating signal. this is the voltage in the modulating signal Es, which is equal to Es cos omega s t. Now, the change in carrier frequency which is taking place due to this modulation, let us consider the change in frequency as k into Es, where k is the frequency deviation constant. It is a factor indicating how much the frequency is deviating from the original carrier frequency. So that factor is taken here and multiplied with Es. Now, let us consider the instantaneous frequency in the modulated wave. Carrier wave has been modulated by the signal. So now the frequency of the carrier wave has changed. So in the modulated wave, we are looking at the instantaneous frequency. It is changing. So in the instantaneous frequency, I am going to represent as Fi, I for instantaneous. This will be equal to Fc plus Kes. Fc is the carrier wave frequency. To that, a factor k into Es is taken. Es is the signal. So this change is coming to the frequency part of the carrier wave. You look at the carrier wave, we have taken only the frequency part. Our frequency part lekana nammal k into S ചേർക്കുന്നത്. So this will be equal to Fc plus k Es. You can expand it as Es cos omega s t. I can just draw the frequency spectrum. This is E. To indicate the change in frequency, this is say carrier frequency Fc. This point is say Fc plus Kes. This is Fc minus Kes. This is just to show as time is propagating, initially it is only the carrier wave. Before modulating, only the carrier wave was there. So the frequency was Fc, the frequency of the carrier wave. It is going constant. Now it has got modulated. When modulated, what happens? An additional term is coming to Fc. It can be Fc plus this factor, or it can go to Fc minus. So the frequency is changing. Now, let the maximum frequency deviation be denoted by delta F. That is equal to K into Kes is the frequency deviation. Es is Es cos omega s t. Es has got maximum value when cos omega t is equal to 1. That is, maximum value of Es will be equal to capital Es. So the maximum deviation will be K into maximum value of Es, which is Es, capital Es. So this is equal to instantaneous frequency f of I is equal to f of c plus delta f cos omega s into t. So this is the instantaneous frequency. So corresponding to that, I can write instantaneous angular frequency. Instantaneous angular frequency. Angular frequency is omega. So corresponding to this, I will be having omega I is equal to omega c corresponding to fc plus delta omega c cos omega s into t. So this is the instantaneous angular frequency. Now, the total phase angle is theta, which is equal to omega t. I can write theta as equal to integral 0 to t omega I into dt. Omega I is the instantaneous value of angular frequency. So total phase angle is integrating between 0 to t omega I dt. So I can substitute for omega c. So this will be integral 0 to t omega c plus delta omega c cos omega s into t dt. So this is equal to, when you integrate, you will get it as omega ct plus delta omega c. When you integrate cos omega s t, you will get sin omega s t divided by omega s. Here, this quantity, delta omega c by omega s, is the modulation index for the frequency modulation. Delta omega c by omega s is the modulation index equal to mf for the frequency modulation. Now the instantaneous value of the FM voltage, instantaneous value of FM voltage wave, that is E is equal to EC cos theta. I can substitute, this is equal to EC cos theta, we have found out, that is omega ct plus mf sin omega s t. So this is the voltage equation for the frequency modulated wave. Modulation index mf for the frequency modulated, we have written down earlier. This is delta omega s by omega s. Delta omega s is the frequency deviation, angular frequency deviation, which is also equal to fc max minus fc. So this is the maximum value for the carrier frequency. This is the carrier frequency before modulation. So this will give you the maximum deviation, that divided by fs, frequency of the signal. So this will be equal to delta f by fs. So the modulation index, unlike the amplitude modulation, in this case m can be greater than 1. And the frequency spectrum in the frequency modulated wave are FC, FC plus or minus Fs, FC plus or minus 2Fs, so on. Here FC, FC plus Fs, FC plus 2Fs, etc. will give you the upper side band. FC, FC minus Fs, FC minus 2Fs, etc. will be the lower side band. So you get the two side bands and the carrier frequency. We'll do an example for the frequency modulated wave. A frequency modulated wave is represented by, say, this is one frequency modulated wave. E is equal to 12 cos 6 into 10 raised to 8 t plus 4 sine 1250 t. This is one frequency modulated wave. We have obtained the wave equation for the frequency modulated wave. We'll write it down and compare and get the required parameters. So the general equation is E is equal to EC cos omega Ct plus MF sin omega St. We just compare. Omega C is the carrier frequency. Carrier frequency Fc will be equal to omega C by 2 pi. In this case, omega C is how much? 6 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 2 pi. So this is the frequency of the carrier wave. Now can you tell me what is the frequency of the signal? Omega s. Corresponding to that you have this quantity here. So frequency of the signal will be omega s by 2 pi is equal to 1250 by 2 pi. Then what is the modulation factor or modulation index? MF is quite evident, is equal to 4. So you can calculate the different parameters.